So you can see I'm kind of in my PJs right now, so I had to take a quick shower, kind of had to marinate what I just saw. What's up guys, Warren here and welcome back to my channel. Today I just finished watching Dune by Denis Villeneuve, which stars Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaacs, the dude Thanos, forgot his name, Jason Momoa. So you can see I'm kind of in my PJs right now, so I had to take a quick shower, kind of had to marinate what I just saw tonight, and give you guys my honest opinion, my honest thoughts about the movie. Now, before I move forward, why am I reviewing a movie in this channel, a channel about fitness, a channel about personal development, etc., etc.? Well, personal development. To have a great life, you have to do, hopefully encompass a lot of things in your life, and part of that is having entertainment. So if entertainment helps you guys out, kind of deal with stuff or escape the real world for a moment, a couple hours, and in this case 2.5 hours worth of it, then so be it. So sometimes I'll review movies just for that reason. I'm more of a casual moviegoer. I'm not a super critic or any of those YouTubers who watch movies almost every day and make a living out of it. More power to that. I respect all of them, and I'm glad they enjoy what they do and love movies as much as the other critic. But for me, I'm just a casual moviegoer, and there's certain movies I watch over and over again, but not all of them. And I wouldn't say I'm a critic, even though I'm kind of being critical, but I'm just a regular dude who sometimes likes watching movies. Anyway, the other thing is, what's special about this movie experience is the fact that this is my first movie theater that I've gone to since the Big C. You know, guys, you guys know what I mean. Can't say it in YouTube, so let's just leave it at that. But yeah, and it's not because I'm afraid or anything like that. I just really didn't feel like watching in the theaters. Again, like I said, because I'm not a movie critic or a normal reviewer, movie reviewer, I don't mind watching it in the small screen. However, with Dune, especially from what I'm hearing, how epic and grand and awesome it is to watch, especially if it's in IMAX, I definitely didn't want to pass that up. So, all the movies that came out since the Big C, I decided to watch this. And Denis Villeneuve, great director. I love his directing. I love his movies, especially Sicario. I think that's still his best movie that he's directed and created. So shout out to Denis. Good job. In the technical aspects of this movie, from acting to the cinematography to the sound design by Hans Zimmer, score by Hans Zimmer, the directing, everything technically perfecto, magnifico. It's on point. Yes, I praise this movie for that reason. However, it is a slow burn, and I don't mind watching slow burn movies. Actually, a lot of good storytelling are from slow burn movies. The problem with that, though, is with this movie is that fact that it's so slow. I kind of lost interest halfway into it, and I didn't fell asleep or anything like that. I was a tad bit bored, but at the same time enthralled. Sorry about the neighbor's dog over there, but I'm intrigued and awe-inspired by the creativity behind this. Denis Villeneuve created a world that I don't know if it's matches the book to the T, because I haven't read the books yet. I do have all the books, so I know there's a bigger story behind all this. and this being part one of two, which is to me a big mistake by the studios. Don't know why they didn't shot both movies at the same time. I mean, they would have saved money, and whether they're trying to wait for the general audience like me to like this movie and warrant another movie, that's beyond me. But and they probably know what they're doing, but it's also WB. They screwed up a lot, especially with their DC properties, but that's another story. But nevertheless, they should have shot both at the same time. Now, whether if this movie did make the money they want to make, now they'll just spend more to get these people back and move forward with the story, which is what I'm hoping for with this movie. It definitely feels like a first half of part one, and obviously that's by design. But I wish they just did the whole thing in 2.5 hours, which is the runtime of this movie. And man, did it feel like 4 hours. Zack Snyder's Justice League was 4 hours, and that didn't feel like 4 hours at all. Whereas this one, a 2.5 hour movie, felt like 4 hours. And I went to the bathroom 3 times, and didn't feel like I missed anything. Didn't care if I missed anything. I'm not saying, again, like I said, this movie technically on its technical aspects is top notch. However, movie-wise, pacing, it's mediocre to me. I really wanted to love it. I actually would be happy if I just liked it. But no, it's I can't believe I'm going to say this. I watched the David Lynch, the 80s version of Dune, and with all that faults and all the special effects in that movie that took me out of it, and storytelling and some cringeworthy and laughable scenes, I still think that movie is a tad bit better than this one, and mainly because that movie is complete for that story. Like I said, there's more stories in the Dune series. However, for that movie alone, it had a first act, second act, and third act, so it's complete. And I like that a little bit more for that reason. This one, I mean, again, by design, it feels incomplete, but on top of that, it feels drawn out. It feels like they added extra parts in the movie that they didn't have to. So I wish they just went ahead and made a 2.5 hour movie or a 3 hour movie with the full story involved, and then that probably would have been a whole lot better, and my review would have been a lot different. Nevertheless, that's how Denis Villeneuve, I'm sure he has a lot to tell, and that's why I'm hoping that the studio, regardless of the outcome, continue to make the second movie and finish the story. Otherwise, I will be so upset that it just stopped where it stopped, because it's so obvious that there's more to tell. And again, shout out to, bravo to Denis Villeneuve for directing, and bravo to Hans Zimmer as always for the score and the music. The characters, the actors, top notch. I don't know, Oscar-worthy, no, but they're really good actors. So I have nothing. Even Jason Momoa, and even what's the wrestler's name? Dave Bautista. Even him. Very minimal screen time with him, and Pierce Skarsgård. I mean, he's always great as a villain. Versus Stellan Skarsgård, one of Skarsgård's family. Great, everyone's great. Kept complaining in that area. Like I said, I just wish it was complete, or at least the pace a lot better, and probably would have been a better movie as a result. Regardless, I would never not recommend you watch any movie. I will always recommend you watch the movie and decide for yourself if it's something that you guys want to watch. I will never not do that, because movies are subjective. You might have a different opinion, and like I said, a lot of people love this movie, a lot of people liked it, and there are some that hate it. I don't hate it. It has a lot of redeeming qualities about it. It has some action, but it's not an action-heavy movie. And when the action hits, it hits. The special effects, oh man! Again, technical. I can't stress how great the technical achievement of this movie is. I mean, it seems like there's a mixture of practical and special effects, and I can tell the difference. Just reminded of the old Star Wars movies, the original, where they use mostly special effects on the ships, and you can tell it being no, practical effects. Sorry, they use practical effects for the ships, and it looked real. And that's the same with Denis Villeneuve's movie. It's the same in Arrival. You can tell the ship if it's special effects or not. It's just he has a way of making special effects look real, and maybe the cinematography helped in that. The DP was definitely top notch as well. So maybe combination of that helped it out. Nevertheless, I like the movie for that. I like the acting, and I think in the end, maybe I might watch it again to see if I might change my mind. But at the same time, I kind of really don't want to sit through that whole thing again. So I have to think about it and marinate, let it marinate in my mind some more, and make that decision later. Maybe I'll watch it in the TV because it supposedly came out in streaming as well. So, but yeah, if you guys deciding to watch this, I recommend you watch it at the biggest screen possible. Movie theater. IMAX is what a lot of people are saying what it's made for, and it's a lot better there. For me, I was going to do that, but I'm glad I didn't, because my IMAX is the closest one's like an hour away, plus parking is, you need to pay for that. So I'm glad I saved money doing that and just watched it in a regular movie theater, and to me that was sufficient. So anyway, that's my quick thoughts about this movie, my review for Dune. And as always, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.